Good morning, sweetheart. You look so tired today. And I can't help but worry about you. Did you not sleep well last night? Or was it something else that kept you awake?
Morning, Mom. Honestly, I didn't sleep much at all. I spent all night thinking about how I have to clean those toilets for 2 weeks. And it's really exhausting just worrying about it.
Cleaning toilets all day long sounds incredibly tough. Sweetheart. And I can't imagine how frustrating that must feel for you right now. Did you talk to Mrs. Karen about how you felt after her decision?
No, I didn't talk to her. I just feel so overwhelmed and trapped. It feels like she's punishing me for simply speaking up, and honestly, it's really exhausting to deal with.
What's going on? Mina, you look like you've been through a battle. And I can't help but wonder if Kira gave you a hard time again. Or if something else is bothering you this morning.
It's not just Kira. It's Mrs. Karen too. She made me clean the toilets as punishment for my outburst. And now I feel like I'm being treated unfairly by everyone around me.
Mina, I really think it's time I spoke to Mrs. Karen about this situation. You shouldn't have to clean the toilets just for being honest about your feelings. And I don't think that's right at all.
Mom, no. Please don't. I don't want you to make things worse for me. I just need to get through this without any more complications. And if you go to her, it might make everything even harder for me to handle.
I completely understand that you're worried about the possible consequences. But as your mom, it's my job to protect you. And you shouldn't feel exhausted from a punishment that feels so unfair and overwhelming to you.
Mommy, can we have pancakes today? I want pancakes. They're my favorite breakfast. And I promise I'll help make them if you let me.
Let's focus on getting you some food and energy first, sweetheart. We'll figure this out together. And you deserve to feel supported and loved. Especially when things are tough.
Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate it more than you know. It's just hard to deal with everything right now. But it helps to know you're here for me.
Mommy, can I help make the pancakes? I want to sprinkle the chocolate chips on them.
Of course, you can help. Let's make the best pancakes ever. Everyone deserves a little sweetness. Especially after a tough morning like this. Excuse me, Mrs. Karen? Do you have a moment to talk?
Of course, Mrs. Sarah. What brings you here today?
I wanted to discuss Mina's punishment. She's been cleaning the toilets for 2 weeks. And frankly, I think it's excessive for a classroom outburst.
I understand your concern. But Mina's behavior was disruptive. And I needed her to understand the consequences of her actions.
But cleaning toilets? That's not a fair punishment for expressing her feelings. She's just a child. And this is making her feel even worse about herself.
I assure you. My intention was not to humiliate her. I wanted her to learn responsibility. However, I didn't realize it would affect her so deeply.
It's not just about responsibility. It's about kindness and understanding, too. Mina is already struggling with her self-image. And this punishment is exacerbating that.
I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. I'll reconsider the punishment and find a more constructive way for Mina to learn from this experience.
Thank you, Mrs. Karen. I know you care about your students. And I appreciate your willingness to listen.
Well, if it isn't the group of losers. Mina, you look especially fluffy today. Have you been eating too many cupcakes?
Leave me alone, Mara. I'm trying to have a good day. And your insults won't change that.
Good luck with that. You know, I heard that the more you eat, the more you become like a balloon. You should be careful, or you might float away.
You know what? I'm tired of your bullying. Just because you're mean doesn't mean I have to take it.
Yeah,
Mina, maybe if you spent less time eating and more time exercising, you wouldn't look so round.
Stop it! You don't know anything about me. Just because you're trying to be funny doesn't mean it's okay to make fun of me. You think it's funny to hurt others? Well, it's not. You're just a bully.
Mina. What's going on here?
Mom, Kira, and the others are making fun of me. I'm so sick of it.
This behavior is unacceptable. Kira. You need to stop do that to Mina. Words can hurt. And it's not okay to make fun of anyone.
Whatever. It's just a joke. Mina needs to learn to take it and stop being so sensitive.
No, Kira. Tease not just a joke. Making fun of someone's is cruel. You should be ashamed of yourself for treating others like this.
Thanks, Mom. I just wanted them to stop picking on me.
Sarah, I need to speak with you right now. I saw how you confronted Kira and the other children. And I must say, I'm appalled by your behavior as a parent.
Appalled? Really? I'm appalled that you allowed such thing to happen in your classroom. Kira and her friends are relentless. And they need to learn that their actions have consequences.
Mom, you don't have to fight with her. I can handle it.
You may think you're helping your daughter. But what you did was completely inappropriate. You should not be scolding my students in front of everyone.
Mrs. Karen, you're missing the point. Kira and her friends are the real problem here. Not my mom. You should be addressing their behavior instead of attacking her.
And who do you think you are? Young man? This is an adult matter. And you should learn to respect your teacher's authority. I understand that you're protective of Mina. But teaching her to fight back in this way won't help her in the long run. She needs guidance, not confrontation.